All right, cuties, come on in. I need to play that 1 minute countdown one more time, but come in, hit the like button for me, and we are going to get started. This won't be a long live at all. More tea has been spilled, and it is messy. So come on in. All right, all right, all right. We back. We bike. Look, I told you guys earlier today if Tamar came out and said anything, or if Funky came out and said anything, that I will be back, and here I am. It's a mess. It's a mess. Tamar came out, guys. She released a statement. It looks like on her attorney's letterhead. We're going to read that together, and then we are going to react to what Funky had to say. So come on in. I apologize, have time to say hello to each and every one of you individually, but hello, hello, hello. All right, let's go ahead and read Tamar's statement first, guys. Let me put this down so I can see over here. But I'm not even sure where Tamar and Mendices was in that photo that you guys should see on the screen at the top. They were at some event together. Now, I didn't know Mendices was that short. Okay. But anyway, I hate to say this, and everything that I'm saying is my opinions only. But when I read this, it did not seem like it came from an attorney's office. I'm not sure if this is the same. Oh, look, Peach Prince. I was just about to say that. Is this the same cease and deceased, as Tamar like to say it, lawyer that they mentioned on the Braxtons? This seems like just Tamar's words, in my opinion. And I'm going to go ahead and read it to you guys. She said, "This summer, I poured my heart into Heartbreak, a retrograde, a project that includes a 6-song EP and a short film. Seeing it reach #1 on the iTunes and R&B charts and top 20 overall has meant the world to me and my team. Your support has been incredible." That first little paragraph don't seem like a statement from attorneys, period. This is to promote what she put out. She said that's why it's been especially painful to watch a hurtful and completely untrue rumor spread online this week, accusing me of having an inappropriate relationship with my male co-star. Let me be clear, this is a lie. It's sad that the moment you achieve something meaningful, some people choose to respond with gossip and sensationalism. These rumors just don't touch me. They touch our families, our kids, our loved ones, the people who never asked to be dragged into nonsense. I had hope by now we'd see better from those who claim to report responsibly and love our people. As for me, I'm letting my lawyers take it from here. I'm staying focused on what I love, creating storytelling and making music and films that matter. If you haven't heard Heartbreak or Retrograde yet, I hope you'll give it a listen. And thank you again for lifting us so high on the charts. Does that sound like a statement, guys? Or again, and she put at the bottom, party time, hey Lulu B, is playtime, excuse me, is over. I see the letterhead, but I don't see anything that a lawyer would say, in my opinion. This is what Tamar is saying is the truth. And we gonna go ahead and say it is her truth. Funky Dineva is not buying it, and he is letting loose today again. Now, let me show you guys this though. This is the picture that you cannot see. 5222. Let's open this. Did you guys know Mendices was this short, or is it the heels with Tamar? I guess that doesn't matter, child, because allegedly they say when you're laying down, you know what I mean? You the same height. Let me stop being messy. But I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. It's just my opinion, Tamar. Don't get upset with me. That Walker last name is giving family attorney. I'm just trying to think in my head. I believe that was one of the attorneys. But you guys remember, and shout out to Bridget J for mentioning this to me earlier. You guys remember on the Braxtons couple episodes ago, Tawanda, her sister, said that she sleeps around with married men. You guys remember that? Because I do. That is the same sit down that they had when Tawanda said that Tamar had messed with Birdman and all of this mess. You know what I mean? And it's not looking good for Tamar at all to me. It is what it is. But as I mentioned, I do want you guys to react with me to this audio of Funky. He let loose. He let loose. And I said earlier who I believe, you know what I mean? I agree with Tamar. It does not only affect her and Mendices, as it affects the children and families as well. But something ain't right. And Tamar, I'm sorry, you guys were very, very intimate looking in that video. Now, is Santoria here? Santoria was in my live earlier today. Horizontal, vertical, child, all the same size. Hey, Tico, say it. How are you, sis? All the same size, Teresa. But earlier today, Santoria was in my live, and she said that, I believe it was her, that she believes that Tamar did this on purpose so Funky could be the one to release it. And Funky Dineva said the same thing in his live today. He said he feel like a fool because he does feel like that was the play. So let's listen to Funky. I did speed it up just a tad bit. This is covered under the Copyright Disclaimer Act. Let's listen. And you guys let me know, do you think that this is a scheme, child, that Tamar set up for Funky Dineva to be the one to come out here and break this news? And then she was going to let Mendices and Yandy handle that at home. According to Funky, he said, look, girl, you know that man married. She said that they only allegedly, she said that Yandy and Mendices is only doing that for the show. Love and Hip Hop. Someone asked me earlier, do I think that they are legally married? And, for me, I don't care if it's legally or not. In my eyes, they are a couple. That's what they've shown us. So let's take a look. Hey, caramel flavor, cutie crew. We're going to be back tomorrow afternoon, child. We can talk about this as well. But let's take a listen to Funky Dineva. As I mentioned, this is covered under the Copyright Disclaimer Act. And I'm sorry, when it comes to this, I am on Funky's side. Okay? Let's go ahead. I'm going to share it this way. But I'm also going to, I'll put the thumbnail up and down, okay? Take a quick listen, and I am going to react throughout. So Hit the like button on your way in. 130 of you guys joining me. Thank you so much.
I just find it very odd that after you start a shitstorm, now all of a sudden you want to go focus on your project, so on and so forth. You want to let your lawyers handle it. Well, let me tell you something. Your lawyers are about to have a whole lot to handle. I told you once, and I'm gonna tell you again. I'm not one of these new bitches to doing this, baby. I'm 14 years in.
Ooh,
been
child.
sued by some of the best. Okay, check my lawsuit record. Stayed in court with Sheree, stayed in court with Chris Stokes, stayed in court with XYZ Company, stayed in court with Music Company. And I'm here to let you know, baby, it's going to take more than a little piece of statement on a lawyer's it's going to take more than a little piece of statement on your lawyer's letterhead claiming rumors about an inappropriate relationship to scare me. Because if that's the term that we're going by, inappropriate relationship, the person is claiming that you had an inappropriate relationship. If that's the thing that we're hanging on to, then baby, you Mr. Walker, you don't even want to waste your time sending me nothing on your fax paper because the relationship was extremely inappropriate. And I
Oh, child. Now we will continue. Give me a sound check if you can. Look at my sis. Get me some too, child. Put a 1 in the chat if the sound is okay for you guys. Put a 2 in the chat if it sounds mumbled, jumbled, any of the above, and I will. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you to my cutie monster, Risa and Linda Gamble. Let's continue. Oh, child, it's a mess. Thank you, Bridget J, Miss Lady.
I knew that this is how you was going to play it.
Simply.
So now we're going to take it all the way back to the very beginning. I knew this was how you was going to play it. And let's be very clear here. If y'all remember when the situation first broke and about the whole mouth stuff, and I said, and the only reason you dropped that video is because, and I said, I ain't going to do it to you. Y'all remember that?
I remember that. Do you guys remember that? When he first came out and addressed her, he said, the only reason you dropped that video is because, and he paused and said, I ain't going to do that. Let's continue.
Said, and the only reason you dropped that music video real quick like this was because, and I said, I ain't gonna do it. The reason you dropped that music video as quickly as you did is because people had spotted y'all ass, okay? Inappropriate relationship. Well, you tell me, Tamar, if it's appropriate or inappropriate when we're sitting at Roof Chris and he's rubbing in between your thighs, in between your dress.
Oh, chow. Did you guys hear that? He said that she sped up the release of that video because her and Mendices had already been spotted in the public. And I remember, because he's going to say something about the blogs picked it up a little bit. I remember seeing a picture, but I saw that picture after her video release, so I really didn't pay any attention. But that makes sense if she sped it up, allegedly, in Funky's voice. Okay, let's continue. He said that Mendices allegedly was rubbing all up on Tamar Braxton. My goodness.
Mr. Walker, her attorney, you let me know if that's appropriate or not appropriate. Because you were sitting there. Let me move over. You were sitting there. And he was drinking and talking. And he was touching in between your legs. And rightfully so. Now, let me give her this. You pushed his hand. It was like, stop. But you know that cute little stop that y'all girls do? And he kept leaning in. He kept leaning in and whispering. And he would rub in between her legs again, and she would push his hands off again, real cute, like real 16-year-old. Like, let me know if that's appropriate or inappropriate as a male co-star. And I'm going to tell you something. I just thought about
inappropriate. They were not on the set, allegedly inappropriate.
Something, and I thought about this in the very beginning. I'm the fool in this situation. I am the biggest fool in this situation because now it's all making sense. I'll never forget calling my best friend Quisha, and I said, you know, XYZ is going on, and I can't understand for the life of me why Tamar is doing this in front of me. I remember saying that. I remember saying, you know, me and her are just getting to know each other, and she got this stuff going on with Mendices, and she know I'm a YouTuber, and she know I'm a blogger, and I'm curious to know if she's doing all of this because she want me to go tell it. You know what I'm saying? And now that I look back at...
Boss lady, sit back, sis, and relax. We getting all of this in real time, so I can't answer your questions, okay? I respect your opinion, though. I do.
All of it, I really do feel like it was a scheme that you set up to put me in this position to do it. I also remember overhearing when I got to the video shoot, I walked in, it was...
Where is Santoria? Because she said that earlier. Is Gia here? Oh, Gia, I hope you're feeling better. And my sis, Titi. Titi wasn't feeling good, feeling well or her best earlier as well. Let's continue.
You and Nivea was already there. L'Oreal was there. And y'all kept making references to, oh my God, Tamar, when this come out, it's going to break the internet. It's going to break the internet. Now, let's get back to the notion of inappropriate behavior. Okay, so we've got him playing up your thighs in Ruth Chris.
Ooh, child.
I don't know if that's inappropriate or not. We're gonna have to let Mr. Walker or the rest of the lawyer, or I'm gonna have to call Annalise Keating and let her decide. I will say this: the simple fact that when we would leave the Four Seasons, and when we got to V12, and when we would leave Ruth Chris, the fact that when we was at Four Seasons, you and him bent around that corner because them girls was out there that saw y'all, and that softly made the blogs. The girls saw y'all. The fact that you was hiding behind that stairwell until that car came up, that would probably suggest that what y'all was doing was inappropriate, because if it was platonic, why wouldn't all of us just walk right on outside into the car? Well,
and let me say this: when you are speaking this fast, hey Terry T baby, and you are recounting a situation where you were there, this is screaming truth to me. Now, it is alleged. It is alleged, but you know, most times people stutter, and you know what I'm saying? He's telling details too quickly, in my opinion, for this to be just a made up story. All right, let's continue.
But we went to the V12, man, and they lit up all the candles and stuff. Man, DC's was out.
And Alex, we talk about a whole lot of disappointing topics every day. You turn on your local news, it's disappointing. Don't just put it on women, because it's not only women that, in this case, believe him, and you have a right to believe him or not. So don't just generalize and just say women. You know what I mean? I respect your opinion, though.
He beat me there. So if it wasn't inappropriate, then why isn't DC and his friend in the video with us doing this? In matter of fact, okay, because since you getting your ducats in a row, I gotta go ahead and get mine in a row. Because see, we forget that night at V12, there were several people, celebrity friends included, that were up in that section that witnessed what was going on, as well as the harem of girls. So this is the first thing we're gonna do. If you were one of the people that were in that VIP section at V12 who saw Tamar Braxton tipsily or drunkenly sitting in Mendeece's lap in a very flirty manner, please email me at funkydineva@funkydineva.com. Okay.
My goodness, will he get the receipts in? Will he receive the receipts? And yes, happy early birthday to Gia as well as Shorten. I hope you feel better, sis. I didn't want to call you because I know you said that you weren't feeling good. I think Funky is going to get some DMs in his box. I understand him not taking pictures or anything like that because he was with them. But I'm sure he's going to get some receipts. Let's continue.
That's number one. Number two, if you were with those group of females that was at the Four Seasons that night when they was trying to hide behind the columns before the valet people brought the car, if you was one of those people that saw them that night as well, please email me at funkydineva@funkydineva.com because I would like to talk to you. The next thing.
And Alex, can you let me know if you think that Tamar may have been it may have been sad the way Tamar handled this as well? You know, I'm just speaking, I'm on the outside looking in. But as a friend, male or female, she was supposed to come out and clear his name, in my opinion, 3 months ago when this initially happened. So again, I get your point. And I don't think that this, in my case, this is just a male bashing session. He's defending himself. She's defending herself. Just my opinion. But do you think that it was sad for her not to come out and clear his name? Let me know.
Let's talk about this in terms of being inappropriate. And Mr. Walker, down to the law office, you're going to want to write this one down because I've heard this one with my own ears and saw it with my own face. And I was really concerned. I was like, why is this lady doing this in front of me? Tamar, you going to sit up in my face? You going to sit up in my face with your three faces and tell me that you and Mendeece did not have a conversation at the table in Ruth Chris about him putting out a statement about him and Yandy not being together no more? We really going to do that? And he said he did a version of the letter on Chat GPT. And then you
not Chat GPT.
Like, no, you gotta go back and rewrite it to kind of make it sound like it's you. We gonna say that didn't happen? We gonna say that didn't happen? We gonna sit up here and say, after he was digging in between your thighs at that roof, Chris, and he got up and went to the bathroom, that the conversation was, y'all, I can't. He's just my friend. He's just my friend. I can't. I mean, and then I said, Tamar, ain't he married? He ain't married. They not married. They just do that for the show. They not married. That's what we gonna do. We gonna pretend like at that video shoot for the video, the bedroom was right there. The living room area with the one-seater chair was there. All of us had been drinking the entire video shoot.
Bridget J, give me your thoughts, sis. This is a lot of details to me. It's a lot of details, child.
We gonna pretend like you was not sitting in his lap with them booty shorts on and them two new big old titties you just purchased with the shirt split down like this.
Oh, child.
Is that what we gonna do? Is we gonna pretend like you wasn't sitting in his lap like this? He was sitting down, you had your leg crossed like this, sitting on his lap with them two tig old bitties like this, and we was all drunk.
Not the tig old bitties.
That didn't happen. Or maybe it did happen, but that don't qualify as inappropriate behavior. Okay. Or what about the part where we left the video shoot all drunk and we all went to help you take the boxes and stuff back up to your house, and he walked right on in there in your house and got on the sofa and got under the cover, bitch, like he was very comfortable laying there. You gonna tell me that didn't happen?
Lot of details. Lot of details. Everything is alleged. Everything is alleged. But this is a lot of details. Let's continue.
Now, Vince was there because Vince came out and said hello to everybody.
Not Vince, Jack.
Freaky happened, but Vince was there. We walked upstairs. His drunk ass went straight to your sofa and went straight to that cover, and he did it in a very familiar manner, like he had done did it before, or like he had done left that cover there before. Are we saying that none of this happened? Or are we just saying it's appropriate? I'm just trying to figure out what the basis is of the legal facsimile that you don't put out on the internet and what your lawyer people supposed to be calling to talk to me about. Okay, because baby, you ain't the only one that got lawyers. You ain't the only ones that's lawyered up. And the funny thing about it is, you gonna really gag, bitch.
Oh, child.
Because you ain't the only one that got lawyers on the line. One of your favorite lawyers reached out to me this morning. The white one you used to fuck, bitch. Okay?
Hold on. I gotta show you guys this. It is a DM from the KFC guy. Tamar's ex, JR. Wasn't that his name? He reached out to Funky this morning. Now, he could be scorned. But Overcomer, I totally agree. It's too detailed. It is too detailed. Let's continue.
Hey, I got them all on the line, baby. Everybody is on the line. I got a whole harem of black females that hate your ass, that's attorneys, in my inbox ready to go.
Let me be clear. I, a black female, do not hate Tamar, Braxton, Funky, Dineva, or anybody for that matter. Let's continue.
To mention the ones I keep on my own, so I'm trying to decide who I'm going to hire. I might just hire all of them, starting with the white man who you used to give all your loving to, and let him handle it, since he knows your ass inside and out. What you want to do? What you want to do? Baby, I ain't never...
Boss lady, I love you. You mentioned something earlier about Mendices possibly putting his paws on Funky Dineva when it comes to the chat. Keep it cute for me. And YouTube flags goon. So I'm going to remove that comment, okay?
Never been scared of you. I've been told you leave me alone. I've been told your motherfucking ass to leave me the hell alone.
Oh, shoot.
And if y'all notice, the statement got less to do about the gossip and more to do about the album. I feel like a big dumbass right now. I really do. Because I feel like you roped me into all of this for this moment to promote that damn album. It's all making sense to me now. It's all making sense. Because the way you were overly flirty and the way you and Zoe kept trying to probe me with questions, with stuff with Mendices, I really feel like you were setting me up to tell it and my dumb ass fell for it.
Santoria said it earlier. Santoria said the same thing. Hold on, let me make sure I did that right. Same thing earlier, that if this is true, if allegedly that, yeah, she knows that Funky Dineva has a platform, and it could be, it's very well possible that she did want him to go ahead and spill the tea.
My dumb ass fell for it. But bitch, since I'm falling on the ground and I can't get up, bitch, be telling it all. Sure did. And you left out the V12, left out of there, got in that black car, sat all in his lap, and y'all was kissing all up to 75, 85 until we got back to your house. You gonna tell me that didn't happen? I mean, what's... If it's the video shoot, if he a co-star, then the relationship should have been on the set and that's it. We hung out on 3 separate occasions. Where it's just supposed to be me, you, and maybe Zoe and the makeup people, and here comes Mendices.
Now, I will say this, whether they are legally married or not, Yandy and Mendices I'm talking about, you know, you got to be careful with the company that you keep. And Funky, if y'all hung out 3 times now, you know what I'm saying? But is it his fault? If this is true, Tamar and Mendices' fault. I will say Tamar and Mendices.
And here y'all come giggling and giggling in the corners. It's sneaking in at the restaurants and him touching on you. And y'all having lovey-dovey, flirty conversation. You can really sit up here and tell me I didn't see this with my own two eyes, Mr. Walker. He deposed to me, Mr. Walker. Anytime you ready to depose me, come on, Mr. Walker. You gonna need to go down to the Four Seasons. You gonna need to go down to the. I'm gonna help you, Mr. Walker. You need to go down to the Four Seasons and ask them to delete the video footage from the night when Tamar had on the blue denim dress that had the puffy shoulders and the skirt here. Because that's the night all those girls saw her at ballet and her and DC's trying to hide behind their column.
Too many details. Too many details. Ooh, child. Down at the Four Seasons in ATL. And he said he gonna give him the date. He is helping Tamar's lawyer.
I help your case, Mr. Walker. Matter of fact, I might pull my credit card statement and let you know exactly which date it was. The dress was blue on that day. The dress was army fatigue green on the day we was down to the roof, Chris, and he was rubbing in between her thighs, and she was talking about, stop.
Lord have mercy.
Okay, girl, don't play with me. Don't play with me. And Mr. Walker, I hate that this lady don't want to got you involved in this mess, because all it's going to be is a big old case of he said, she said, and I'm not backing down. You can't tell me what I didn't see and what I didn't hear. You cannot tell me what I did not see and what I did not hear. You old call the law ass bitch. Everything they say about your ass is true. You don't went up and stirred up all this motherfucking confusion, all because you wanted sympathy, going around talking about the top of your damn mouth don't fell out. Do you see how one little cry for attention on the internet has turned into all of this?
I made a post earlier today about truth. Honesty doesn't always pay, but dishonesty always costs. One little lie allegedly then turned in all of this.
When all you had to do was take your pie-faced ass on L'Oreal podcast, all you had to say was, I hung out with some friends that night. When I got home, I went through my normal routine. I passed out. Instead, you wanted to be shady. I went to a friend's party. I threw a friend a party. Yes, bitch, I'm mad because you're lying. Because you insist on being the victim in this situation.
Okay. I am going to continue, but I do have a quick question. Yeah, he know it all. We heard the audio earlier. I'm not going to bring it up. And Tamar did say that she threw him that party. A lot of people said that the signs in the back said Tamar, the balloons and everything else was for Tamar. Does Funky Dineva have a right to be upset about that? I say yes. And if you know that just 2-3 months ago, you guys had this big tiff, I'm not saying that she's supposed to walk around on eggshells and she's scared, but why even, I would have just said, I'm not talking about that. You know what I mean? And I think that, again, he's correct in saying that Tamar does play the victim a lot. When has she ever taken accountability? Somebody put it in the chat. I'll wait.
And for all of y'all out there talking about, she didn't never say his name. She didn't never say his name. She didn't have to say my name. When you know you're one of the main characters in the story, your name don't have to be said. You knew what you was doing. And you're trying to be the perpetual victim that you love being. You're not going to paint this narrative that, oh, you just went out your way to do so much for this friend and this friend betrayed you. Baby girl, if anybody was betrayed in this situation, it was me.
Was Funky betrayed, guys? Put a 1 in the chat. Again, I asked, and look, I'm not even going to play semantics or anything like that. We know, I do, at that time, 3 months ago, when this news broke and all of that about Tamar almost found in a pool of blood and all of that, we know that he was very much being blamed for a whole lot. Attempting to unalive her, setting her up, drop something in her drink. He did this, he did that. He is the victim in this situation, whether you like him or not. And you don't have to like him in my chat, but I just want to know the truth. If it happened to you, how would you feel? Because, yeah, I would have came out here like he did a couple months ago. And then if she lied and said she threw me a party and I know she didn't, yeah, I would have came back. I would have came back out. So we do have to try to be fair when we are giving our thoughts and opinions on things, whether you like a person or not. Let's continue.
Who ended up being collateral damage in your antics, your reindeer games, and your bullshit. So I'm here to tell you and Mr. Walker, bring it on, bitch. And you better bring it damn strong. Bring it on. Because you ain't finna fucking sit up here and tell me what the hell I didn't see and what the fuck I didn't hear. Baby, I already got two people that me and you know in Connie that I can call on the line right now to vouch for your ass sitting in his lap at B12. So play it how you want to play it. But I think it'd be in your best damn interest to leave me the hell alone. I done told you. I told you I'm not them other punks you used to being around.
Oh, child.
Girl, it take more than a little piece of letterhead to scare me. It take more than a little piece of letterhead to scare me. And baby mama ain't never been no dummy. Baby, my assets and my money tied up in so many damn trusts and different investments, girl. If you're lucky to get anything, it'll be off this rush card that got $55 on it. Good luck, bitch.
Not a rush card. Not a rush card. Bridget J, I agree with you, sis. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us have toyed or teeter-tottered when it comes to Funky Dineva. Some things he says I agree with. Some things he says I absolutely don't. Scroll through my channel. You may see one when he came out here and said what he said about Melody Cherie. But that don't mean that just because that happened, I'm going to come out here and say Tamar was right. Tamar was wrong back then and now. Let's continue.
Okay. Leave me alone, lady. And you know what? You're right. It is unfortunate that other people's families and whatnot get affected by this situation. I hate whatever this may have caused for Yandy and her family, because Yandy already catching all types of hell down to the love and hip hop, so on and so forth. And I feel bad about it. But on the flip side of things, Yandy, I want to apologize to you if you getting caught up in this. But at the very end of the day, Yandy, it also ain't my responsibility to protect you. It's your man's own. Okay, let that be perfectly clear. Yandy, I don't have nothing against you. All the children that's involved, all the families involved. I hate that children and families is involved. Don't nobody want defects involved in this shit like this, but it ain't my job to protect nobody's children or their damn family. It's Tamar's job to protect her children and her family, and it's Mandisi's job to protect his children and her family. And it would have been her job. It would have been her best job. The best job she ever would have did when had she left me the fuck alone.
Woo child, boss lady, I'll answer. It won't be discussing too much, but I will answer you. I feel like the reason why Tamar is the one that's getting the heat, because again, Tamar is the one that had that relationship with Funky. Tamar is the one that left him out there on the island by himself 3 months ago. She put up something, I love my friend, and immediately took that down, just like she took this statement down that she posted on her page today. I don't understand that. If this is the case and this is the truth, why even remove this statement from your page and put it up in your story? Stand on business. I contacted my lawyers and I'm about to sue your ass. So again, I think the reason why she's getting the heat is because she's the one that, you know, her and Funky Dineva is the one that had their issues. Is Mendices, if this is true, more to blame than Tamar? Absolutely so, if that answers your question.
But now you want to keep poking and poking and poking and digging and digging. And at the end of the day, Tamar Braxton, people are now seeing your ass for who you are. Okay? You home wrecking whore. All right? Allegedly. That's why Michael Malden wife was finna whoop your ass, allegedly. Tawanda already got on the thing and said you messed with Tony Braxton, man, back in the day.
Who is Michael Malden? Hold on, let me do a quick search, child. Who is Michael Malden? Is that the producer? Child, is he a pastor? Michael Malden, Tamar Braxton. Let's see. Oh, child. The Brat confirmed that Tamar Braxton did indeed sleep with Jermaine. Oh, that is Jermaine Dupri's dad. Was he married at the time? Now, I want you guys to think I'm making things up. We're going to continue with Funky, but right here, I'll look into this and you know, we may discuss. But back in June of 2020, the story was going around that Tamar was allegedly messing around with Jermaine Dupri's daddy. Oh, he looked like Jermaine. And the stepmom allegedly beat up Tamar Braxton. My goodness. Oh, child. Let's continue. That's a whole mess.
Allegedly.
Maybe that's who Tawanda was talking about, Bridget J.
Then you all up on the stage, all behind Birdman, allegedly. Girl, you knew exactly what you was doing. You knew what you was doing, and you knew it was wrong. Several times, me and you, several times, Tamar, I looked you in the face and said, girl, but he married. You was like, he not married. I said, so they just doing it for the show. And you was like, yeah, he say they just do it. We had conversation about what y'all had going on, girl. So I'm confused about which part of the statement that you wrote on Mr. Walker letterhead is you being accused of inappropriate behavior. Either I got inappropriate listening or my barometer for what's inappropriate is broken.
Okay, I stand corrected. She must have reposted it because when I went back to her page and I was chatting over in my little group chat, it was gone. So she must have reposted it. But Sonny, you are absolutely right. Let's continue. We only got a couple more minutes.
He's opposed to me, okay? But I am ready, Mr. Walker. Oh, Mr. Walker. If you're good, as some people said you is down into the law school, Mr. Walker, you'll find me and you'll get me whatever appropriate paperwork or whatever the case may be, and we can sit down and talk about it, and then we can really finish spilling it all publicly, bitch, because it still ain't even all spilled. I'm still holding on over here. I'm still over here trying to protect what little bit of damn dignity you got left about yourself. Leave me alone, girl.
He say he no more.
You think all them damn people in that room when you were sitting on that man's lap and it ain't no pictures? You think in V12, when you were sitting on that man's lap, some of them girls wasn't sitting back like this, taking videos and pictures? Is you think the people was dumb enough not to take no pictures? You met your match today, bitch.
Oh, child. Hey, Terry T, baby.
Leave me alone.
Look, I think everybody get the gist of this situation, and I don't know everything is alleged. You see it on my screen, but a part of me did Mendices post anything? Did Yandy? Let me do it in real time, child. Did they come out and say anything? Because I don't know, just trying to piece together the pieces of the story that did not make sense with me, to me, excuse me, when it comes to Tamar, the whole woke up in a pool of blood, my mobility is gone, my nose is fractured, my teeth, and they don't know what's wrong with me and all of that. They don't know what happened, or I don't know what happened. And yeah, look, all of that was over. And I would have made sure to say, even before L'Oreal asked me any questions on that podcast, that is off limits. That's off limits right there. Don't ask me anything about that based off of how this whole exchange went down before. So nothing from, let's see, Yandy got something in her stories. Oh, child. Yandy said every man, and then she put and woman, hits a phase where he doesn't want parties, people, or noise, just peace and his purpose. Could that be a response? That was 4 hours ago. That was 4 hours ago. So I don't know. Let's see. I think Funky had a little bit more.
Mr. Walker, don't you say no shit around here in my house.
Oh, child.
Now, I damn told you. Let me read. Hold on. This bitch don't make me mad. We've been sitting here for a whole hour. This bitch gonna say, accusing me of having an inappropriate relationship with my male co-star. Since when is rubbing in between somebody's legs appropriate? Since when is kissing somebody else's man in the Uber appropriate?
All right, I think I'm done with that part of it. Let me stop sharing my screen. What are your thoughts? Stay on topic, my lady. I don't mention content creators in the chat. Stay on topic. This is about Funky Dineva and Tamar Braxton. Stay on topic, sis. Let me see. I'm trying to find it. If one of the mods can remove that comment about Wanda, if you can find it for me, please. Because I don't see it. Who put that in here? My lady. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Or Teresa, Linda, Gamble. If one of you see it, do not block her. Just go ahead and I think Linda got it. Thank you, Linda. Tamar's in her 304 phase. And look, there's nothing wrong with a 304 phase, sis. To me, if you're grown and if you're safe. But not with folks' husbands, allegedly. Not with folks' men, whether they're married or not. And men DCs get the same smoke. If you want to allegedly go out here and rub on folks and all of that, separate completely and let it be known to the public, Yandy and I are done. You know what I mean? But look, a couple of us may have had some 304 phases back in the day. I ain't judging. Sonny, I get it. A lot of people have a problem when it comes to Mad Day, but Sonny, do you understand him coming out here and defending himself? I'm really puzzled at a lot of folks. I get it if you dislike him, but if somebody came out here and the things Braylon put it in the chat early and said, yeah, he was getting dogged big time. If somebody was dogging you, if the public was dogging you over something that you had no involvement in, you're supposed to do what? Just sit on it. It's a mess. It's a mess. It is a mess. But I told you guys earlier I was coming back. I'm back and I'm about to be out of here. You guys, if I did not see your comments in the chat, drop them down in the comments section of this video. Okay. And I'm sure we'll be back. You guys know that is my thing right now. Hot topics. My reality TV commentary happens on Patreon when we are watching live. And to my Patroni Cuties, I have to double check because Diddy's people put out a cease and desist to Netflix to stop 50 Cent's documentary. So I don't even know if it was released today. It was supposed to be. So we'll double check because we are scheduled. Let me look right now. The Reckoning. It's still there. As of now, I need to download it. I'm gonna download it right now so I can have it because they trying to get it pulled down. So to the Patroni Cuties, oh wow, it's 4 episodes. I don't know. Maybe we can start early Friday somehow because I am off and we can watch all 4. I would like to see it all. But Hot Topics is my thing. So I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate the new subscribers as well. And I appreciate each and every one of you. You watched Already Be True. Ooh. We're going to wait until Friday. You going to watch it? You going to watch it? Yes. We're watching it together on Patreon on Friday. Sonny said, I don't blame him, but he seems to have an issue with women that he has fallen out with and putting them on blast. Well, to his defense in this information could have came out back then. And he caught himself because he was about to put it out. He said, I ain't going to say that. I ain't going to do that. So, I get it. I respect your opinion, sis. Let's see. All right. Ronnie Baby Girl said, I don't like him or watch him, but he should defend himself. She did, boss lady. She did, but still, she never came out and said that was my man. But we saw in it wasn't Africa, it was Europe, because Yandy's friend at the time put her on blast and had videos and pictures with the guy. And then the guy sat down with Tasha K and confirmed that he did have a relationship with Yandy. That's still allegedly, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, Yandy and Mendices has still, till this day, put on a united front that they are together. There's recent videos of them with the kids and everything else. And, until they say we got an open relationship, then, you know what I mean? DeSarah, thank you, sis. Okay. Well, look, if you guys want to join me watching the documentary is 4 episodes, meaning that's 4 hours. I can start at about 2 p.m. Friday, Central Standard Time, or 3. And we can knock them 4 hours out because I don't want to wait until the next week and all of that. Is it on Netflix? Yes, it is on Netflix. It is on Netflix. That's the only place you can watch it. And it is called, do I have a thumbnail for them? Here it is. It is called The Reckoning. So I'm going to change this time because I did have, get this allegedly off the screen. I did have 5 p.m. No, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 5 p.m. my time on Friday. But I'm going to bump it up. So if you are down to watch and you want to join us, not only for that, but the reality TV shows that we are currently watching is Real Housewives of Potomac, straight blah. But baby, Married to Medicine came out swanging. So we watched that on Sundays. We discussed. Last Sunday was an absolute cackle. Shout out to Lori L. I had a ball, and to everybody in the chat. Okay, why you gotta be late, sweet tea? All right, I'll leave it up. You guys think we'll discuss. I'll come back live before Friday and we can discuss. Well, matter of fact, yeah, we'll discuss before Friday as far as time. I'm only pushing it up that early because I'm thinking about you all that are in a different time zone than myself. What's the latest? 4 would be 6 Central for my time. I think I'm gonna do 3 p.m. Central Standard. We can maybe we can do 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. That'll take us out by 8ish or so. So anyway, we'll get it together. Oh, you get off at 4:40. Okay. We'll work it out. To the Cutie crew, tomorrow afternoon we will have our afternoon tea. Around this time we will discuss whatever you guys want to discuss. For those of you that plan to do the Cutie crew invades wherever we're going in September 2026, I have a lot of locations that I want to share tomorrow as well. So you guys join me over there at 1:30 Central Standard Time tomorrow. If the time change, because I do have a department meeting tomorrow. If the time change and I bump it up a little late, I'll let you guys know in a post, okay? But I'll keep my eye out for those of you that are into this hot topic, which is Tamar Braxton and Funky Dineva. I'm talking about it, okay? And we all are talking about it, whether you agree or not. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you again for joining me. If you did not, hit that like button on your way out. As I mentioned, if I did not see your comments, drop them down in the comment section. And I'll chat with you guys soon. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat 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 with QT.